You may be wondering, who is this guy? I haven't seen him posting forever on YouTube, but Instagram, everyone knows I do post a lot on there. But anyways, hello, I'm back after a long week. I'm sorry I'm so late to talk about these. I tried making the exact same video last week, but my YouTube create was being stupid, so yeah, I couldn't make the video. Anyways, I'm gonna get on to it. Hey guys, it's Epic Ira Haunt. Sorry, I screamed if I did. But today we're going to be talking about Spirit Halloween's 2026 Halfway to Halloween teaser and break down all the animatronics that are from it. Plus, a bonus one, go over the theme leak. Oh, I'll do that in the short. Never mind. I'll do that in the short. But we're going to go over the teaser, break down the teaser for Spirit Halloween. I'm going to talk about all the animatronics each individually, and then y'all will see my face here in a little bit. The first prop I'm going to be talking about is Bog Monster, which in concept it sounds pretty cool, but it wasn't execution very well, and I'm going to give you a few reasons why. This thing is another prime example of cost cutting, like of Halloween YouTubers always mention about last year and this year. This year's not bad, but last year was awful. They cost cutted pretty much everything. This is an example of cost cutting because like you would look at him and think he's a good looking prop, but he wasn't. But I'm a Halloween fan, so yes, I'm gonna be like breaking it down. This guy is, you would think, looks very similar to Nightcrawler, a prop we got back in 2020. He looks like Nightcrawler. I don't really like this guy. He's $270, and we're already getting a better Nightcrawler reskin this year. This guy's probably a lot bigger than Carnival Creeper, but besides my point, I'm not a big fan of this one. But I'll have to see it in person, see if it changes my mind. Anyways, I'm going to move on. The next prop I'm going to be talking about is Buzz. Buzz is a very unique and cool one in concept, but like he looks really good. But I'm just not. He's not my kind of prop, so I'll have to see him in person. But he's most likely not going to be on my buy list just because I'm not a big fan of bug props. Like I do love Doctor Fangor from Fangor from Morris Costumes this year. That thing's phenomenal. But this thing, it's cool. It looks really good, but the movement's just kind of boring in my opinion. But a lot of the SVIs I love have, like, my snowman has kind of boring SVI movements besides his arms moving really good. But this guy's pretty cool by looks, but the animation's just not my favorite. Anyways, I'm gonna move on. The next prop I'm going to be talking about here, I mentioned him earlier, is the Carnival Creeper, which is obviously a Nightcrawler reskin. That goes without saying. Just look at him. He has the same build as Nightcrawler. Hopefully the setup is a lot easier because I would really like to pick this guy up this season, but if his setup is like notoriously hard like the original Nightcrawler was, then I'm not going to get him. Nightcrawler wasn't really my favorite either. I'm glad they turned him into a clown. I know a lot of people hated that they turned him into a clown, but I honestly love it. The way it looks is just really, really cool. Hopefully it's an in-store, which it probably will be. I think this would be a kind of a weird one to have in the theme. It looks like it would be in the Carnival from 2024. It definitely has that vibe just by looking at it. It looks like it'd be like, well, no crap that because it's a clown, but like just the colors on it look like it would be in the theme for 2024. This thing's awesome. Anyways, I don't know how much it's going to be. Probably 220, 230, probably. Or more than the original because of inflation and all that. But anyways, I'm going to move on. The next prop, a lot of people are going to hate me for. Crackles is an overrated prop, but I get the hype. He's really cool. I really love him, but he's overrated in my opinion. He's not even the best one of the year, I don't think. But if you love this guy, I'm happy for you. But I really love this guy myself. But like, he's not my favorite of the year. Everyone's like, oh my god, Crackles is the best prop of the year, but you got to remember, we don't even know what the face is going to look like inside, like the released one. That was just the prototype. So it's going to be exciting to see what his face looks like on the inside, and hopefully it does not disappoint. He does have a really cool look to him. I really like the way he looks. It's like a vintage kind of clown, but yeah, this guy's really cool. I'm not a big fan of like just the generic clowns, but this guy seems like he's one of the most unique clowns we've had from Spirit in years. Probably since Nibbles. Nibbles is probably the most unique we've had in a while. He's Nibbles is slightly more unique than this, but anyways, I'm gonna move on to the next prop. This guy's awesome. Hopefully I'll get him. The next prop we have here is Dead Humor. This is one I don't really need to talk about, but I'm going to talk about him anyways because he is a returning. But everyone is excited for Dead Humor's return, and it is understandable. It has been 13 years since we have seen this guy, which is insane. We got, obviously, last year from the Clown Train, we got Silent and Deadly as a halfway to Halloween release. And then in 2021, we got Wacky Mall remade. So I'm excited to see what this guy's going to do. Well, I know what he does. This guy's a really cool one. And he was only $60 originally, but with inflation and all that, obviously, he's going to cost more. But he is a really cool prop, and I may get him. I don't know, maybe. I mean, he's going to have a small box, so maybe. Anyways, I'm going to move on to the next prop. I don't really have much to say about this guy. The next prop is probably the one I'm the least excited for of the year. This is Doomsday Duo, a prop that we got leaked back in December, including the demo, which it was a factory prototype, so it could be better, but this thing is not really my thing. I mean, it is a cool concept. Two people trying to survive, a mother and a child trying to survive a doomsday apocalypse. When they rip the mask off, it's like mutilated on their face, corroded, but not my kind of prop. And I have not liked these guys since the beginning when they got leaked back in December. And $250 for these things is insane. It is made by the same company. It is manufactured by Fuyu Zing, or however you pronounce it, and that's who made my favorite prop of all time, Nightmare Harvester. Well, favorite spirit prop. But these guys suck. But anyways, I'm going to move on. I don't really want to talk about these anymore. The next prop I'm going to be talking about is right here. This is the green jumping spider, a animatronic for the. It's another recolor of the jumping spider. Well, as everyone in the haunter community calls it, the radioactive jumping spider because it is on a yellow web. It looks cool. It's a lot better than some of the reskins we got. We got like one Harry Potter spider that was a licensed exclusive to Party City in Australia. I don't know who in the world got that, but. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. I did like this one. It's a lot better than that stupid burlap one we got from Meyer last year, but this thing's awesome. I love it. It's a lot better than the gray one. The black, I had the black and red one. I don't know. It's about as good as the black and red one. It's better than the brown and black, but anyways, this guy's freaking amazing. I'm going to move on. The next prop I'm going to be talking about right here is Harmonica Hank. This is one I'm going to talk about in a short here soon, but he's pretty cool. I do like the way he looks. He kind of has that Jimmy head sculpt, like by the looks of the picture on the teaser, but I'm excited to see what this guy looks like because in the video, in the short, I'm going to talk about him, about that theme leak. He looks freaking huge in it. So he doesn't look like he's going to be small. He looks like he's probably going to be at least 5 feet tall, which I'll be happy with if he is because that's a pretty good size for this little guy. I thought he'd be about 3 or 4 foot tall, but that is not the case. His hat reminds me a lot of Lantern Keepers, so I'm wondering if he's also made by Pan Asian Creations, but Harmonica Hank is cool. Cannot wait to see him in person, and I may get him, depending. I think he would go good in this like fall harvest theme or campground. Well, it's more of like a summer camp, but they have like fall trees in it, which makes no sense. But this guy's cool. Anyways, I'm moving on. The next prop, I'm confused on what and curious on what path this animatronic could go in, but this is Harvey Carvey. One that I'm curious about, like, I don't know what his animation will be. It'll probably be just some simple head turning or knife hand moving, but, like, I don't know. His costume looks really weird. He's, like, wearing pajamas, a cape, and a pumpkin head. It makes no sense, but it doesn't look bad. I mean, we did get a theme leak of this guy, too, and I will show you guys that here in a little bit, but this guy's great, and, well, he's not great, but, like, he's good for what he is. He fits well in the part of the theme he's in, but, yeah, Harvey Carvey's I'm curious about, but anyways, I'm going to move on. Shoo, shoo. Huh? Oh, yeah, Jeremy Jaws. I forgot about him. This prop bores the ever-living crap out of me. Sorry I fell asleep on you guys. This prop is just so boring. Now, baby saying Epic Eye Hunts, we've never seen something with its jaw and eye fall out. I don't care. It just looks like any other zombie I'd see. It looks like Bog Zombie. It looks like the flesh-eating zombie. It looks like Gary. Just reminds me of all them. It's not that good. I hate it, but I hate how boring it is. They could have done something way better with this thing besides just make it look like that. They could have made him look better and like make look more appealing so people would pay attention to him. But I can see this guy being an issue like for quality control, but he sucks. He's another really bad one out of the lineup this year. But anyways, I'm going to move on because this guy sucks so bad. Well, well, well. Wowie, wowie. We got two boring props back to back. Looks like Spirit finally caught the Home Depot budget witch disease. This is Lady Misfortune. She sucks. I know it's, but she's cool because it looks like she has an illusion, like there's a crystal ball floating in front of her. But I'm sorry to break the illusion to you, but it's just a snap lock pole, most likely. But this thing sucks. I hate the way its face looks. Like, even through a blurry picture, you can tell the way that face, it's ugly as heck. Holy crap. So I will definitely not be picking this thing up, and when I see it, I'll probably need a trash can, because this thing sucks so bad I'll have to barf. But anyways, I'm going to quit talking about this stupid prop. I'm going to move on. Now we're talking. We went from boring to sucks to the masterpiece of the year, Pumpkin Punisher. This guy's amazing. He has the Darling Dolly mechanism, plus his head turns, which makes him even cooler. Well, the head turning doesn't add much. And his price, $300? It's kind of a steal for this thing. That's still a lot of money, but like compared to inflation, tariffs, all that, this thing is actually really good for the price. I love the way he moves. I love his animation, just everything about this guy looks. And we just got his price leaked today. But this guy's amazing. And anyways, I'm going to move on because I don't want to make this video too long. Anyways, I had to make this a part one because like my YouTube creates being stupid. But that'll be it for this video. I will make part two here in a little bit. So I will see you guys later. Goodbye.